everybody. Welcome to Video Death Loop, the podcast where we watch a short video clip on loop until we just can't take it anymore. Your co-host this week is John Hurst.
Hi.
Mixing it up, starting out with your co-host.
Oh man, you're actually introducing me for once? Like first? Or
Yeah, for first.
Wait, no, let me change it back. I usually interrupt you halfway through that, so it's usually my fault.
It's
So
a sweet way of not getting interrupted.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna let him go through it. I'm gonna let him go through all the way. But I at the end I was gonna go and say, or your money back. All your podcast bucks. Your pod bucks.
Pod bucks. Now redeemable on Google Play.
For more pod bucks.
For more pod bucks.
It's a terrible system.
Yeah, it's sweet. For every pod buck you spend on Google Play, you get 0.75 pod bucks back.
Yeah.
Pod cents.
Yeah, you don't get
75 pod cents.
That just makes pod sense, man.
Dude, I'm certain that there is a pod catching client called PodSense. There's no way there's not, right?
Yeah, I bet it has. There's no
SENS.
Yeah.
Like
it senses podcast you like.
Yeah,
and it tries to be like maybe
the Pandora for podcasts.
Yeah,
it's PodSense.
And you can
picture Professor Xavier on it.
Why?
But see, no, because because Professor Xavier, he puts his two fingers to his temple, and then telepathic energy comes out of him in waves, right? Very similar to the RSS icon.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's like a little stylized Adobe Illustrator.
This business went out in 2009.
Yeah,
let's be honest.
They're like, these X-Men movies, they're always having that bald guy being Professor X. Never gonna get a young guy with hair because that's not what Professor X looks like.
There won't be a first class. No, certainly not.
Also, I'm your host, Darren Littleton. Hey, you've been listening to me making stupid jokes. So, of course, every episode of Video Death Loop, the host, when I say we, I mean me, the host for this episode anyway. And even or odd numbered episodes. I'm not sure if I'm the even.
I think you're even. You're even. I'm odd. Two sides of the same coin. Same flipped coin forever.
Everyone knows when you flip a coin, one side is even, one side is odds.
Heads or heads or odds.
Yep. So we pick a video to watch on loop. The host does. The co-host does not know what he's about to watch.
I have no idea. I am blindfolded at this moment, except I'm not blindfolded. I'm just staring at a screen. This is Video Death Loop Secret Do Not Steal.
Yeah. It's got a big TV and art watermark over the top of it. So nothing we've said has anything to do with this video that I've chosen.
Not at all.
It actually doesn't. No.
Okay, really? Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't at all. We could have talked about few things farther away from the video that I chose than X-Men. Than podcasting clients.
And then podcast cryptocurrency.
Yeah, although, I don't know. Maybe in the new series, I bet there will be a serial joke in the new series.
I'm a little scared.
There's a little tantalizing tidbit. A TT, as we call them. A tantalizing tidbit. I just hit play, John.
TT, okay.
Let's get into this video.
I am hitting play, and you can play along at home if you have the video in 3, 2, 1.
Oh shit, it's the Gilmore Girls theme song.
Oh.
There's old Lorelai and Rory sitting
people
on a bed.
Hugging. Everyone's about to hug everyone else.
I picked this video because I had this feeling that you had never watched Gilmore Girls.
Aaron, you know me extremely well because I have never seen Gilmore Girls.
Not at all? Like, not even the first episode?
Not even the first episode.
You don't know about Luke's Diner?
Gilmore Girls is my Lost, basically. Like, it's that thing that...
Wait, so you watched Lost?
This is a bad argument. I haven't seen Lost either, but...
Did you watch any TV in the early to mid 2000s?
Apparently not.
I guess not. This was back when no one watched TV.
No, everyone else did. I just didn't. I chose not to. Apparently.
Yeah.
I was in college. I
was in college too. We went to college at the same time together, living sometimes in the same apartment. And I managed.
But you never watched Lost when I was around.
I managed to get my Gilmore Girls in.
Where did you get your Gilmore Girls?
I don't know.
Did you have like a Gilmore Girls set time?
I think I watched it with like my family. I think my mom and sister were big Gilmore Girls fans, and so if I was ever like at home during college, they would like invariably be watching Gilmore Girls. I kept up with what these girls were doing. Okay. I kept up with the GGs.
All right,
Tantalizing Tidbit,
Gilmore
Girl, the TTGGs.
Well, Gilmore Girls is just this black box to me. I don't know anything about it.
Oh, that's
good. It's just basically so far what I'm seeing here is people like touching each other a lot.
Oh man, okay, so this show is about two things.
Okay, Gilmore and girls.
Well, okay, there's actually a number of two things that this show is about. Okay, first of all, it's Lorelai and Rory, who are the titular Gilmore Girls.
Okay.
One is the mom who got teen pregnant.
Oh no.
And then her daughter, who is Rory, who was the result of her teen pregnancy. Which is why you can have two fairly attractive women and also cast them as the leads.
Okay.
Because they're mother-daughter, but there's only like 15 years between them because teen pregnancy.
All right.
But it all worked out because they all live in the very lovely and picturesque town of Stars Hollow.
I thought you were going to say house because every time
they live in a house that you would not believe that a single working mother that eats out literally 5 times a day, from what I've seen on Gilmore Girls, could afford.
Is every scene like feels like we can't film the entire episode in the house? Let's just get her to Panera's.
Dude, no, are you kidding? The town of Stars Hollow would never be so trite as to have something like a Panera Bread, okay? There are only cute local businesses and restaurants in Stars Hollow. They've never heard of McDonald's. They've never heard of Starbucks. So it's like there's only Luke's Diner.
It's small town Portland.
Yeah, but it's East Coast, man. It's East Coast. It's old money. It's all white people that are really rich and like they eat at fancy restaurants.
Peter Jackson encapsulated in this in the early 90s with Dead or Alive and New Zealand horror movies. Like now I know these settings. This is where like zombies come out and like they have to get their shovel. That's what Gilmore Girls is, right?
Yeah, sure. That's what it is. But so everyone remembers Rory, who is always trying to get into Harvard and also fighting off zombies.
That's what I do on a daily basis. I mean, I don't know what about anyone else, but
Gilmore Girls is basically comfort food. Like if you
I'm noticing that
if you can get through there's like emotional roller coasters, Sean, roller coasters. The Six Flags Ninja of emotions.
That is Can I have that? I'm going to steal that quote and put it on my grave, by the way.
The Six Flag.
John Hurst, he died as he lived. A Six Flag roller coaster of emotions. Not even the good ones, the ones that cut off your feet.
Yeah, it's like the ninja, right? Where you hang by, like they strap your head into something and they just whip you around by your head.
The Six Flag coaster would become more and more terrible as I hear about them. It's like, okay, yeah, we're going to grab you by the neck and ring you around like a chicken.
It's not far from that, right? Like none of those coasters have bottoms anymore. No. Like everyone's just strapped in from the waist up.
Yeah,
and then you go fly.
I've never done any of those coasters, and they terrify me. I like roller coasters where I can plant my feet firmly on the ground.
Let me tell you, the people of Stars Hollow would never go to anything quite as exciting.
Would they go to a nice and quaint Six Flags?
Yes,
Five
that's
Flags?
what it would be. Man, you laugh, you joke, you make fun, but by God, there's a cute, quaint, pastel-colored Six Flags nearby called Five Flags. It's run by like the town funny man Kurt. He's in the theme song. Actually, he was
point out which one Kurt is.
Okay, Kurt's kind of later. Kurt was one of those characters. Have you ever watched the show to the point where like early on they have like a gag character, right? Oh, this guy's goofy and he's a gag and he'll never come back. And then like the next season maybe they put him in another episode or two just as a gag. It's just and then he at some point he's in there enough that he graduates into full cast member.
Yeah.
That is Kurt. That is Kurt. He's coming up here after Melissa McCarthy, Ghostbuster, by the way. And this is
that's true.
Not her. I don't remember. She's like, there's Kurt.
Oh,
Sean Gunn.
What is he doing there? Is he trying to like? He's trying to like.
Telling. But John, it's cute and it's quaint and it happened at Stars Hollow and everybody thinks it's
like,
great.
Everyone like you mentioned comfort food and I can see that because like everyone's like holding and like patting like the pat on the head is kind of weird to me. I'm not gonna lie, but.
There's lots of reasons for people to pat each other on the head.
Yeah, it's like everyone they have Hugfest 2016 this year in this town.
That is probably a thing that was the basis for an episode. They have these festivals in this town, and like apparently their tax rate is something like 99%.
Jeez,
because every other episode is like whatever crazy. It's the zucchini festival, and you go outside and there's like giant zucchini statues and like it's like for a town of like obviously like 600 people and like Kurt stands up as like a zucchini and he's dancing through the street. They put so much time and effort and money, John, into these festivals that they are minor festivals.
At a certain point, your festivals become less quaint and cute and more like seem like they're out of desperation. Because after about the 5th festival related to a food product, you start wondering, what is this town actually known for? It's like, really town? Zucchini festival? I haven't seen a zucchini up in, I assume this is like somewhere in like Maine.
Jesus, Vermontish.
Yeah, like it's like what are you known for? Can you even grow food here with the rocky areas?
Why do people live here?
Yeah.
No, you don't need to grow food whenever Luke's Diner is there.
Where does Luke's Diner get the food?
Dude, don't you fucking worry, John. Anytime anyone goes in and asks, like, Luke, where do you get the food?
Luke is a kind and gentle soul until you ask where the food comes from.
He looks over at, like, Lorelai, who's clearly there drinking coffee because she never stops drinking Luke's coffee. Never, because she's a mom and she always drinks coffee.
She gotta go. She always gotta go somewhere.
And Luke,
mom on the go.
Luke, like, makes a fucking, like, spinning up symbol.
Yeah.
And the people of Stars Hollow just quietly gather around the guy that just asked Luke where he gets his food from.
Like all of them?
Yeah, just whoever's there.
Okay.
You know, like there's just like
it's one of those scenes where the
like,
music stops on the jukebox and everyone like kind of turns and looks very slowly.
Well, yes, it's like that, but the guy doesn't realize that he's just a friendly guy. Like, hey, where's your food come from? I heard you can't grow food in Vermont.
Yeah,
and then Luke's like, I think you better go, friend. The guy turns around. There's all of Stars Hollow. Lorelai, Rory with a chain, Kurt with his knife. He's crazy, Kurt.
This town is.
We get a slow pan across like the autumn leaves that are always autumn in Stars Hollow, and then we cut back to the next scene, and that guy is not there. This time it's just more about Rory trying to find a boyfriend again, and no one mentions what happens to this guy that asks where the food comes from.
Never mentioned ever again. Even if you mention it on Wikia, that notice goes away. And the person who edited it never edits on that wiki again.
Yes, exactly.
It's a mystery.
It is a mystery, and one of the dearest and darkest mysteries that Stars Hollow has.
Good town otherwise, though.
Yeah, pretty good town, pretty good town. I'm trying to remember what else happened in Stars. Oh, of course, Lorelai runs a cute B&B.
Oh.
With her best BFF
How quaint.
With her BFF Suki, Ghostbuster, what's her name? Melissa McCarthy,
yeah.
who is the best cook.
Hashtag quaint.
And I always hashtag quaint. This was pre-Twitter, Twitter, but by God, if everyone on this show wasn't on like Instagram with the vintage filter hashtag
as part of their odd circumstances, they had like feature phones and they were always on them.
Yeah,
you don't see them on the show, but they were Snapchatting each other. They had their own quaint, cute filters.
Yep, you got it.
Yep, just like that are all like what's the name of the town again?
Stars Hollow.
Oh man, what a nice name!
Yeah, and there's these like little twinkle lights like everywhere. There's nowhere in Stars Hollow that does not have like Christmas light, the white Christmas twinkle lights hung up all the time. Look at those! Yeah. There they are! Look at that! They're just all over the place. They're everywhere because it's so fucking quaint, John.
It will infuriate you how how cute and stylistic this town is.
Yeah, and of course, so we get to Rory, Alexis Bledel. I don't know how you say her last name.
Which one?
She's the daughter. There you go, Alexis Bledel.
She has coffee.
Oh shit! By the way, I didn't even mention it. Rory is short for Lorelai because when Lorelai was teen pregnant, she was mad at her family. And so whenever she picked the name of her daughter, she said, you know what? Men name their sons after themselves all the time. I'm naming my daughter after me. So both their name is actually Lorelai Gilmore. But she goes by Rory.
Right.
Because
she found a loophole.
Yes,
she found the loophole.
She broke this. She broke the cycle of being. Yeah.
Oh, man.
So let's talk about other things that happened. What do you think happens in Gilmore Girls, John?
Well, she just kind of.
I just want you to think. I just want you. I want you to come up with a storyline for an episode of Gilmore Girls, and I'll tell you whether it's reasonable or not.
Okay.
I'll say reasonable or not reasonable, and you have to change your answer. Oh. It's kind of like that game, New Choice.
All right. So, like, who is that person? Keiko.
Man, it's Lorelai's Korean friend whose family is like super duper Christian, but she's into rock and roll and she can't ever let her mom know she's into rock and roll.
No.
Yeah, exactly. Even though it's not bad rock and roll, it's just rock and roll. Her mom wouldn't appreciate. What is her name? Oh my god. You can make up a name.
All right. Well,
don't be racist.
Well, her name is Keiko, the actor's name.
Okay,
so I'm going to go with
Keiko.
So
that's racist, John. Keiko's parents were racist.
Actressist.
Keiko's parents were racist. Sure, just because she's Korean. You name her Keiko. All right. I wish that was real life. Oh yeah, just because he's a white dude, you name him William. You fucking racist.
John is the whitest name in the universe.
Yeah, exactly.
Confirmed.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go with that. We're actually gonna go say that, like you mentioned the fact, like Samaya. So Keiko, she's like a star. Like she's a drummer for one of the bands in town. One of the cute bands. Like
they play, that may be real. Okay,
they're an indie band. They play synth pop / shoegaze.
I'd say shoegaze considering the era.
Reasonable shoegaze. They are experimenting.
Reasonable choices for this Gilmore Girls.
Someone brought a KMFDM album from out of town.
Unreasonable.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Out of town? What are you talking about, John?
If
you try and leave Stars Hollow, a mist descends upon your car, and you get confused for a minute, and then you turn back around, you find yourself back at Luke's Diner with a craving for his famous waffles. Go on.
How good are his waffles?
Fucking good.
Are they a center point to multiple episodes?
You know they are.
Okay. All right. So
I'm pretty sure they are. I haven't watched the show since it was contemporary. I don't binge. I don't get my Gilmore on anymore. But I vaguely remember.
You've accepted that phase of your life and moved on.
Yeah. No, that was the thing.
All right. So she's in a band, and they're in the battle of the bands for Stars Hollow, right?
Reasonable.
Right. But they're putting posters all over town.
Unreasonable. Littering. Okay. Screws up the twinkle lights.
All right.
New choice.
But everyone knows about it.
And reasonable, because everyone gossips.
But she has to pretend that she's not part of it as part of her family.
Reasonable.
And she asks her friend, I assume she's friends with Rory.
Rory and she are best friends.
Okay. Ask her to help her hide the fact, say that she's still staying over at their house for that night.
Reasonable. I want you to introduce a hunky dude, by the way.
All right. Is there a hunky dude of this?
His name is Dean.
Okay. Dean, the hunky dude.
Yep.
He is a mechanic.
Holy shit, John! Have you seen the show?
No.
I think Dean might be a mechanic.
Okay.
I don't remember. Wait, I don't know. No, yeah, that seems right.
Most people, if they're hunky dudes, are mechanics.
Yeah.
That's what I assume.
Or they own diners.
Diners / mechanic shops.
Yeah. I think Luke could fix a car.
Fix a car, make a waffle, sometimes in the same row, sometimes doesn't wash his hands. People don't mind.
Yes.
So they're planning that out. Subplot now: Dean the hunky dude, Dean the hunky mechanic dude.
No, he would only be involved in Rory's plot.
Okay.
You need a subplot with Lorelai.
Okay, that's what I was kind of like. Yeah. I didn't know if like Dean was an older, which
no,
Lorelai this would go
Dean
for.
Is Rory's sometimes boyfriend, who, spoilers, in later seasons, she loses her virginity to him. Bigger spoiler, he's married at the time to somebody else.
Oh, no.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man,
Gilmore Girls.
You dropped a bomb. I'm going to have to watch
on your own.
5 seasons to figure that out.
You have to get in there.
So... All right, so they
Lorelai,
like are we doing the Lorelai subplot?
Yeah,
okay,
you said subplot. So we're gonna
Lorelai.
Lorelai.
Lorelai's drinking a coffee
reasonable
at a new quaint shop in town.
Fucking unreasonable. It's at Luke's.
Okay.
A new shop opened up in town.
No. Hear me out.
No.
Hear me out.
This is unreasonable.
It's her pre-coffee before going over to Luke's and having her main coffee.
No.
Okay. She's had what it like everyone's talking about it though. All right, okay.
They were talking about it when it opened up yesterday, and then someone made the sign of the star, and then when they woke up the next morning, the building was a burned out husk, and no one ever mentions it again.
So Lorelai is at Luke's, and she overhears a conversation about the fire in town.
Unreasonable. No one would talk about the fire in town. The place was always burnt down. There wasn't an interesting new shop there yesterday.
What sort of Twin Peaks hell is this?
Can you imagine any other way that this town could exist that these things weren't behind the scenes, John? Can you really?
No.
Okay.
So so she's enjoying her coffee.
Reasonable.
She's
unreasonable. She's loving her coffee.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
Interesting. So she's...
Remember, John, this is the Six Flags of emotion.
Six
Flags roller coaster of emotion. No one just kind of likes anything. They either love it or they hate it.
What is the thing that Lorelai would be doing other than enjoying her coffee? Where would she be
flirting with Luke?
Flirting with Luke?
Yeah.
Okay. Does she have anything that she wants to do? Like...
Yeah, she wants to run her B&B in the best way. She wants to open her own B&B. Because when we start out, she's only running somebody else's B&B.
Okay, so conflict of interest. The Battle of the Bands is happening next to the B&B.
Oh, okay. Reasonable.
And
I like this.
She's heard about this, and she doesn't approve of all the noise happening.
Reasonable
of it. She does not know that Keiko and her own daughter Rory is they're trying to cover up something.
Unreasonable. Okay. Rory shares everything with Lorelai, John. They share everything.
Okay. So she knows about this.
Yeah. Oh, and she's okay. She helps Keiko cover up her rock band loving from her mom too. This is real. Reasonable.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. So I don't know where this goes. This sounds so wholesome.
This is what you got it.
And I can't everything I can think of where this is going.
You're so John. You're so tainted by this world. You can't even write a fucking Gilmore Girls episode. Turn off your brain.
I'm trying to
turn on the quaint.
So they go through a few amusing antics in there where they...
What kind of amusing antics?
Well, they Keiko comes over to the house with all her sleep gear, the sleep gear she never sleeps in, but her family insists that she does, because she's staying over.
Reasonable.
But what she has hidden in her sleeping bag, because for some reason there's a sleeping bag in there, is her guitar. Or no, her
100% reasonable. I think that happened in the show multiple times.
Is she a drummer or does she play guitar? She does both. She does both. Yeah. She for this gig, she's switching between guitar and drumming, constantly.
Like a beat or two and then pluck out.
They play musical chairs and. They make it work. It's a compelling indie experience.
Okay, yeah. So reasonable.
All right. So they get over it. That part's successful. However, Keiko's parents, come to check up on her.
Reasonable.
All right. And Lorelai, who's the only one at the house at this moment because Rory and Keiko have gone over to where the Battle of the Bands is happening, has to cover for her.
Reasonable.
Says she's in the shower and they have a nice awkward conversation with each other, trying to go through there.
You got it.
You're really excited.
You're into it. You got it. You're figuring it out.
So the Battle of the Bands is happening, and the noise starts occurring, and And Keiko's parents notice it, and it's like is the neighborhood always this noisy? He goes like, no, that's just that's just like band practice, like rock and roll. And they talk. She talks about how she hates rock and roll for a while. Yep. This goes on. The Battle of the Bands is about 6 hours long. so Lorelai's trying to cover up for her. Like, she thinks it's about going to be a 30 minutes or hour, but 3 hours later, like, Keiko waiting for her daughter to come out from the shower. Takes a really long shower. Takes a long time for the hot water to get hot in Stars Hollow, and this Stars Hollow plumbing.
Yes, it does.
And, so she goes like, I'm going to tell them shut up. Like, no, you can't. And, like, she realizes that, do they have texting? Do they have cell phones?
Oh, man, I don't know. Yeah, I doubt they were texting.
They had feature
phones. Cell phones. Yeah, but they don't use those in the sight of outsiders.
No.
There might be outsiders.
That is only during the commune.
Yeah, there might be outsiders at the Battle of the Bands.
Right. So you don't want to show all the secrets of Stars Hollow.
Yeah. So Lorelai's got to call for backup to help her dissuade Keiko's parents from going over to the Battle of the Bands.
Right.
And telling them to shut down because this is a church night. This is legitimately a joke this show would make.
Okay.
Like, it's a church night. It's Thursday. There is Friday church. Like, that is almost certainly a joke this show made.
All right. So Lorelai, who's she calling for backup?
Luke.
Is Luke going to come over?
Yeah, man. Of course Luke's going to come over.
Who's going to take over the diner?
Some guy in the back.
All right.
I think he does have some guy in the back. He's like, take over. Well, I'll go help Lorelai with one of her shenanigans. Now, I think that is a character. Yeah, I don't remember his name. No, his name is Frank. Frank the line cook. One of these days, he hopes to become the new Luke.
Frankie line cooker.
Yep.
So Luke comes over.
In later seasons, it would have probably been Kurt because all second and tertiary characters were replaced with Kurt. They all a joking reason for him to be there. Like, that's real too.
It's like a cauldron. It's like we all have all these gags. Where we can put all these gags? I know we can put them in this one guy.
It's almost more like they've got a cloning machine. They just keep cloning Kurts, and two Kurts can't be within a quarter mile of each other ever, unless they run into each other.
Do the Kurts know the secret of Star Hollow, or are they just an experimental
just part
subject?
of the machinations? They're just a cog in the wheel.
Is that why they have to keep cloning him, because he does keep questioning?
Yes. That guy we were talking about, that's where the food was from.
That was Kurt?
That was Kurt.
That was the original Kurt.
The original Kurt. That's where they originally harvested his DNA for all the Kurt clones.
Sometimes they didn't actually kill him. They just keep him in a vat under, in a vat, kind of like one of the Star Wars Empire Strikes Back, the med vats.
The back-to-tanks.
Yeah, the back-to-tanks. Yeah, very good.
I'm a guy that knows the term for back-to-tank and watched Gilmore Girls.
That is, you are quite a catch.
Yeah, aren't I though, Sean? Aren't I?
So, Kurt, they keep Kurt alive down there just to harvest his DNA, and every time they need a new Kurt clone, they cook one up.
Mm-hmm.
And
doesn't take long.
Nope. And it comes in, he watches over town. He's the town monitor.
Yes.
And Kurt is. Are we saying Kurt is taking over Luke's diner right now?
Yeah, well, no, this was early seasons because,
Okay.
So, because, the show had a pretty big tonal tift.
Another TT. Another TT.
That's tantalizing tidbit.
Hashtag TT. Hashtag TT.
Of a tonal tift. Tonal shift. Later on where, Rory, she actually gets into college. Mm-hmm. And she moves away, and she's back all the fucking time. Because of course she is. But
it comes back every weekend.
Yeah, all the time. Not even every
college
weekend.
is not at all interesting. Is college outside Stars Hollow?
It's Yale. Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, not nearly as warm and heartwarming and warm as Stars Hollow. Never. Yale cannot even.
It's one of those situations where when Rory somehow manages to traverse the mist. And when she's on the outside, it's inside Stars Hollow. It's all sepia toned and nice and twinkle. She gets outside and it's suddenly very grainy. And
she's actually colorblind. Yeah, it's just it turns out that there's something in the air that allows her to see the warm colors of Stars Hollow. However, outside everything's dim. Like I said, dim, cold, dark, gray, depressing. Everyone is a terrible person, and it just amplifies all that. A normal Stars Hollow individual cannot take much of the outside world.
No, that's why she's going to come back all the time.
Like her college experience is her pilgrimage. She has to go recharge at Stars Hollow, like feel like she's normal again, and then go back to Yale because she thinks she wants to be outside. But really, Stars Hollow is calling to her.
Yeah, constantly. It's like Ponfar.
Yeah,
for Vulcans, or they have to go back to. I'm going to drop a lot of nerdy knowledge right now because I know way too much about Gilmore Girls. All right, so Ponfar, when the Vulcans have to go back to planet Vulcan and engage in Vulcan sex.
Nice.
Yep.
So it's less.
It's Rory's Ponfar.
It's less sex related and more coffee related.
Oh yeah. And for Stars Hollow, yes, it's all about coffee and waffles and looking at the twinkle lights.
Do they have a coffee festival?
Oh, they do. I mean, it's been a minute since I've watched this show, but I would bet my eye teeth that they have a coffee festival. Is that an expression? I would bet my eye teeth.
It is now.
I'm pretty sure someone said that.
I'm pretty sure that's a Tool record. Eye teeth.
Eye teeth. Never heard of Tool in Stars Hollow.
No. Rory hears about like them outside and has like someone hands her a CD, but when she goes into Stars Hollow, it disappears.
Yeah,
it becomes
it's like Carpenter's, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it just becomes like immediately transforms into a Carpenter's record, 500 miles. So,
and I would walk 500.
So anyway,
no one knows the Carpenters originally recorded 500 miles. And I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walked. Who was that?
I'm pretty sure that
was not the Carpenters. Shut the fuck up. That was not the Carpenters.
I'll look it up afterwards. That song is definitely not being played at the Battle of the Bands. No. Battle of Bands is being like they're playing good wholesome music, but not the
good wholesome or indie shoegaze.
Yeah, so they're all like they're all worried about their fuzz pedals and everything. They're getting all set up, and that's about the time where Keiko's parents, like her mom especially, her mom was the one like I'm gonna go over there and talk to him, and she gets out the door, and like that's when
Luke shows up.
That's when Luke shows up, and at the same time, Keiko is walking in with all her guitar, like walking into the Battle of the Bands building. No, I'm changing this. Okay. She forgot her all important mixer pedal.
Oh,
the one that makes all the echoey noise and delays and everything like that. Like it makes the shoegaze really gaze.
Yeah, you got it.
So she forgot it. It's upstairs in Rory's room.
Oh man, so she's gonna come back while her mom's there, and she's all tricked out in her like all black indie rock gear.
Yeah, she has like she has colors that her mom does not approve of, like black and red.
Yeah, you got it. It's like a skull on her t-shirt.
Yeah, like it's not even like a really gray skull. Like she didn't know what a skull looked like. No, like so she had to like
it's just a face.
Yeah, it's a really nice
skull
face
underneath it.
Her mom.
Dude, that's an indie rock t-shirt. Yeah. It's just a face that says skull underneath it.
It doesn't have eyes. It just says skull.
Yes,
but her mom would recognize it as a skull.
You got it.
She would understand the implication of it. So she goes, like she tries to sneak back in, and like Luke has already arrived. They've calmed her down. They've had her set up. They set up a nice warm cup of coffee for her.
Yep.
And Keiko's mom.
Good Christians don't drink caffeine though, Sean. Unreasonable. She demands tea.
Even though tea has caffeine in it.
Decaffeinated tea. Not all tea has caffeine in it. Just black tea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
An herbal tea.
Fair assumption. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. So it gets an herbal tea.
Mm-hmm.
And they and she.
Oh, I feel like Stars Hollow is just full of herbal tea. Right? Like, look at that. Look at this place.
You know, I'm sure they have a water tower, and it's like it's just full
got a big tea bag.
just one big.
Every day, like Kurt has to drag out a big tea bag.
Yeah.
Put in a new one.
Yeah.
It's like bathing in tea.
Yep.
You've got it.
Yep. Yeah. So, you know, like you go to the tea bathhouse. You know,
bathhouse.
You go bathe yourself in the tea.
Yep.
It's good for your skin.
There'd be no bathhouse in Stars Hollow.
No.
Everyone just bathes in their own lavishly appointed bathrooms at home. Lavishly appointed.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So, okay. So, Luke, I assume they have their couches, the back is turned to the door, and Keiko enters in.
Reasonable.
And Keiko starts sneaking in, and of course, Stars Hollow, the houses are nice, everything's great, but the floors are a little creaky, especially at this moment.
You got it, dude. Yeah, man, you have seen this show. Or maybe the Gilmores getting inside of it.
Stars Hollow is part of me, as it is part of you. Stars Hollow has me and you too.
Yeah.
So, that's the official slogan of Stars Hollow.
Yeah. Now, there would be an entire episode, I guarantee you, based around writing the new town slogan.
I could see that.
There is an episode of that.
I could see that. So, it creaks, and she starts looking around, it's slow motion, the fear of Keiko's eyes. Keiko's a big focus. I don't know how big of a focus she is in the show, but
she's got her episodes.
Okay.
Mostly
this
she's
is one
just
of
Rory's friend, but there's definitely Keiko.
This is one of her episodes. They're going to learn, probably by the end of it, they're going to learn a deeper meaning of friendship and be sticking around for your friends.
Yeah.
But we're not at that part yet. She has not stuck around with her friends.
No.
She is about to be caught.
Reasonable, but if she gets caught, unreasonable.
Right, but she's not.
Yeah, she's not going to get caught.
Because Luke.
Luke has famous fries.
He does. What?
Yeah. Luke's Diner is famous for their fries. Lorelai and Rory constantly order out for fries.
Okay,
they just eat fries.
So, at this point, Luke is actually
I'm just giving you some more information. You don't have to use the
I'm going to use. You give me fries, I'm going to use them because fries are delicious, and I'm sure Luke's famous fries are the most delicious thing in Stars Hollow.
You've never tasted anything like them, John.
Never, and you never will again. But
like Limbus spreads.
So
not even the darkness can touch them. They're wrapped up in magical leaves. They're all that you need to sustain you.
What?
When Rory was getting ready to go to Yale for the first time, and she's getting a gift from each of the elders of the town. Luke gave her his magical Limbus spread fries to use to eat as she makes her way through the mists.
Is that how she can get through unhurt?
No, those are the magical cloaks that she gets from Suki.
Okay.
And from her mom, Lorelai, she asked for a single hair from her head. She gave her 3. Come on.
I'm amazed.
I'm just keep referencing nerd shit.
I know.
It's my body's natural reaction to admitting I know so much about Gilmore Girls.
The thing is, with a show that presents itself as normal and wholesome, that's just a natural reaction, just to nerd it up.
Yeah.
But during this time, Luke is actually to help with it. He decides he's going to make some dinner, and that includes some of his famous fries. Apparently, Lorelai has a fryer in the kitchen for this episode. Just convenient.
Of course, they have fries.
Yeah.
Of course, she's a fryer.
And
she never uses it because Lorelai does not cook.
Right. But it's there. It's nice. It's pristine. It's never been used. Luke's going to use it.
Yeah.
So Luke has just finished cooking up a batch of those fries, and he goes in there and he sees Keiko going in, and before the heads turn, he spills the hot fries on Keiko's mom's lap.
Yes.
Causing an immediate hilarious reaction of people going, "Ow, ow!" Because
just fries, not the fry oil.
Yeah, because burns.
Burns are not quaint.
Burns are not quaint, but burns are quite funny. So.
But first degree burns only, please.
Yeah. No. Don't want to get higher than that. No. So, that saves her. Keiko runs up the stairs, gets the pedal, and comes back down, and, Rory...
quickly changes while she's upstairs.
Oh, yeah, no, she quickly changes into her normal gear, so when she comes down, she sees her mom, and goes, "Hi, Mom."
Hi, Mom.
And,
she's like, "Oh, Keiko, there you are.
And
you forgot your Bible at home."
So, yeah.
But it's okay, because Keiko had brought her backup Bible anyway, but this way she's got a choice. This is totally, that is a Gilmore Girls joke right there. I am Amy Sherman Palladino. I can do this. Netflix, you want to get rid of her? Come to us.
Come to us. We have. I apparently can write Gilmore Girl episodes so far.
He just needs me as his editor.
Yeah.
This is a perfectly serviceable
Like
Gilmore Girls episode.
You don't need anyone else in the staff room. You just need us talking, and Aaron will say no or yes. He'll just and then I'll go, okay, we'll continue on from there, and then you'll have a whole season, Netflix. Come on.
It won't be long at all. Dude, we're 40 minutes in. We've basically made a 40-minute TV show so far.
Please give me a job.
What other writing staff gets the entire episode written in 40 minutes?
No, I know.
None but us.
No, we're figuring it out.
We can do this.
But we're not quite there yet. Because,
okay, no, we still have to have our ending.
Yeah, so, okay, we got a resolution here. Keiko's mom sees her in her normal clothing.
Yep.
Keiko's quickly trying to hide the skull, the little bit of the skull shirt showing or something.
Yes. Oh, perfect. Yes.
Yeah. And she and they satisfied. Her parents go home.
Yeah.
Conflict resolved. Lorelai and Luke Luke have a moment where they're kind of flirting and stuff after they all leave.
Yeah, but this is never
Never. No.
Nothing ever pans out from.
No, the balls are quite blue.
Yes.
But they're out. Rory and Keiko go back to the Battle of the Bands, and they play the Hurst song.
Yep.
The song where she switches between drumming and guitars 4 times, sometimes mid solo.
Yep.
It sounds awful.
Yeah, but the people of Stars Hollow are so forgiving and nice that they just appreciate the work that she's put into it.
They politely clap. The gold stars for everyone. Yeah. They're just so happy to have a artistic, creative community.
Yeah. Dude, you're right. That is 100% how the episode would end. Only there would almost certainly be a Kurt gag afterward.
Yeah.
Where he's now Kurt with his song.
Oh, Kurt actually shuts down the Battle of the Bands because he's up next, and midway through, he pulls the plug, the one plug that somehow unplugs all the electricity in the venue,
which includes, by a trick of quaint wiring, the back to tank that the original Kurt is floating in underground.
Real Kurt opens his eyes for the first time in 20 years.
Credits.
Aaron, I'm tapping. Yes.
Oh God, John, that was
wow. I'm impressed by myself with that. It sounds like
you damn near got it. Seriously.
This is a Gilmore episodes as written by Sci-Fi at this point. So.
Yeah, I mean, if you just scrub out all the Kurt clone stuff, the mist thing may be real.
Dude, it's any small town worth your salt has an ample supply of mist.
Yeah,
I mean, if you don't have mist in your town, what are you trying? You're not trying enough.
Man, we didn't even get to some of these characters, like Edward Urban, who is Lorelai's dad, very rich dad.
He looks like
a very rich mom.
I can tell how rich he is by the cigar and cognac.
Only rich dudes smoke cigars. But there's a lot of Gilmore Girls in there.
I've confirmed that there are Gilmore and they're girls.
Yeah, they're girls. 2 of them.
And they all are happy family. And they do the things that make life worth living in Stars Hollow.
Yep. Like eating at Luke's and disappearing people that ask where the food came from.
Never question Stars Hollow.
Hey, if you've got if you think you know where the food comes from at Stars Hollow, shoot us an email at questions@videodeathloop.com.
Fair warning, you may never you may disappear and never be heard from again. So
a quaint black SUV might pull up in front of your house
with some quaint black secret CIA agents. Men in Black CIA.
Next thing you know, you may be the next genesis for a run of clones that do all the wacky things in Stars Hollow.
Which may be what you want. That may be your life goal. If that's more power to you.
Oh, I think there are a lot of people that would willingly give up their lives if they could move to Stars Hollow.
I mean, let's be honest. It looks pretty sweet. Apparently you get lavish furnishing
everywhere
wherever you go.
It's
plenty of coffee shop.
It's like a Pier 1 threw up. That's what Stars Hollow looks like.
Oh wow. Yeah, you got plenty of food. You got plenty of good coffee. You got plenty of festivals
Great
to go to.
coffee.
You got an adorable theme park.
Adorable Five Flags.
Five Flags.
Run by Kurt.
Run by. Does all the Kurt clones run Five Flags secretly, and like they just have like slightly different makeup and they don't recognize each other?
Yeah, all the attraction fronts are just at different angles, just enough to where the Kurts can't see each other when they're letting people into the rides.
Like a couple of them suspect something, but they can't. They don't ever talk to any of their coworkers.
Of course not.
They have to talk to the head Kurt first.
Head Kurt.
But yeah, any questions? If you like us, and I hope you do, like subscribe to us. Check yes.
Go to the prom with
yes
us.
on the handwritten note that I'm about to slide to you.
Very quaint.
Very quaint. It has a star on it.
Yeah.
Like I drew it with the lines through it and everything. Like you know, if you haven't yet, subscribe to us on iTunes. Rate us on iTunes or wherever you are, because that helps us tremendously. Like that's still the way apparently that podcasts get popular. I don't know how that is, but there you go.
John and I both admitted recently that we both Googled how to promote a podcast independently, which was like the most pathetic thing I could imagine.
I felt like my mom Googling. Sorry, Mom, I love you, but
what is podcast?
It's like, how do you podcast?
All right, so folks, thanks, and I guess we'll see you next week.
See you next time.